Looks like they finally caught me. All those train heists are finally catching up to me. Story.
They call me Blackheart, a name earned through blood and defiance. Out here, it's a lawless land where the lines blur between good and evil, and survival is the only currency that matters. I've ridden these trails for years, always staying one step ahead of the law. But today, the town holds a secret, and I aim to find it. Whoa! Look at them. These people think they know me. All of them are staring at me. Even the ones who pretend not to still glance over my way and cower with fear in their eyes.
What'll it be?
Whiskey straight. Then, give me a glass of your finest on tap, in a cold mug.
Coming right up.
There he is. Jake! Over here! Oh, Blackheart. How the hell have you been, pal?
Yeah. Let's just cut the small talk and get to the real reason why we're here. Did you find it?
Did I find it? Do they call me Thomas Tracker?
Tracker Thompson, a man of mystery and shadows. His reputation precedes him. Whispered tales of his uncanny abilities drifting through the winds of the Wild West. Legend has it Tracker was once a lawman, hunting down outlaws and bringing them to justice. But something changed, something that sent him down a different path. I can't take credit for that, as much as I'd like to. Tracker chose his own path when he got too involved and took down a man by putting a bullet in his head once he found out the criminal raped little girls. That alone gave me enough respect for Tracker. It shatters you when you take another person's life. Even if they damn well deserved it, it still shatters the man he once was, molding him into the enigmatic figure he is today. A man who walks the thin line between law and lawlessness. They say Tracker found solace in the wilderness, honing his skills to track the most elusive of prey. His heart carries the weight of unresolved questions, secrets buried deep beneath his weathered exterior. What about your good pals that wear the badge?
What about them?
I don't do operations like this very often. I need to know when they're on duty and if they're going to be patrolling this area and this train. There's more to me than meets the eye, just like you. They don't call me Blackheart for no reason.
You aren't just an outlaw, are you?
No, my friend. I'm a catalyst for change. A force that can tip the scales in favor of the oppressed. The world needs to know that there's more to life than the pursuit of wealth and power. Much like when you put a bullet in that pedophile's head, I want to blow up the system at hand. The lawlessness that goes on in this town and corruption is beyond repair.
Then what? What if it doesn't? You think taking this train will change all that?
I'm thinking that whatever is on this train might hold the key to the pigs that control this town's paycheck. Then, we'll prove that. I ain't gonna try to go over their head. I'll just take matters into my own hands. It won't do a damn bit of good.
You're on a dark path, Blackheart. If you aren't careful, you might become the monster you're trying to fight.
I don't need your preaching, Tracker. I don't have to worry about that. What I need is for you to find the hours of your law pals. If I get caught doing this, they're going to take us down, and it won't just be me. I'll make sure they know you're involved.
I can do that, but I want in.
I don't think so. You know I work alone.
You may have ridden solo all these years, Blackheart, but this train, if what you say is really on it, it could really change things. Where did you get your information about this, anyways?
Now, I don't spill that kind of intel. Tell you what. You get me what I need about your law pals, and I'll think about letting you join me. I'm not a gambling man, but if I were, I'd say Tracker wanted something more. I couldn't let him in without him doing something for me first. I didn't trust anyone out here, not even Tracker. I had worked with him before, but as he said, if this train truly holds the intel we need, it could change things for the better. What is it you truly desire, Tracker? We've collaborated before. Why this train? Why now? Remember, if I sense any deception from you, I'll shoot you here and now, right between the eyes. I have no fear in doing so, and you're well aware of that.
You just worry about getting us on that train. I'll provide you with the info you need about the law. I have my reasons, but you've got to let me in.
Boys, you care if I sit?
Boys? Who the hell you calling a boy there, young lady? And, no, sorry, but we're talking business.
Oh, I'm well aware about your business. And if you two don't quiet down, you're going to let the whole bar know, too. My name is Amelia Malone, Ace for short, and I've been tracking your train for some time now. You don't need Tracker here to look into law hours. I can tell you they won't be there.
I've only had a glass of whiskey and a beer, so I know I am not drunk. But maybe I should be, thinking that you two want in. Or maybe I've been running from the law so long that I've finally lost it.
Nothing like that. Plus, you aren't that old to be losing your mind yet. Besides, you and I both know that we have a connection. There's something about you, Jake Blackheart, that sets my heart racing. Let me prove myself to you, show you what I'm capable of. Together, we can make this heist a success.
I don't know about this, Ace. Tracker here is a loose cannon, and I've always worked alone. I can't just trust anyone who comes along claiming to have information.
Oh, Jake, don't be so quick to dismiss me. I may not have Tracker's reputation, but I have my own ways of getting intel without people even realizing it. You'd be surprised what a little charm and persuasion can do. I think you know what I mean.
Hey, what's going on here? Are you seriously considering letting her join us, Jake?
Us? I didn't say a damn thing about anyone joining me. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a round of drinks here for the table, and I'm gonna think more about this. Afterwards, I'll make a decision.
Told you I had ways to get intel without people knowing, Tracker. Don't underestimate the power of seduction and manipulation.
I need a round of whiskey straight for my table over there.
Coming right up.
Nobody say anything about this heist until after we do our rounds. Understood? I don't know if I should be impressed or scared.
Eat your heart out, boys. So, do you even know the name of the train?
Hey, what did I just say? Now, we talk business.
What am I getting myself into?
As I mentioned earlier, do you even know the name of the train?
The name isn't important. It's what's on the train anyways.
Well, the name might not be important to you, but it's called the Shadow Express. Rumor has it that this train holds secrets beyond imagination. Some say it's cursed, haunted by restless spirits. Others believe it carries treasures and forbidden knowledge. Whatever it is, the Shadow Express has captured the curiosity of many, including me. I've been tracking it for a while now.
Haunted. Treasures. Oh, sounds like a load of horseshit to me. I'm not in the business of chasing ghost stories or fairy tales.
Oh, but this is no fairy tale, Jake. There is something dark and mysterious about this train. People who have come into contact with it have strange tales to tell. Some have disappeared without a trace, while others have gone mad. But there is one thing that they all agree on. The Shadow Express is like no other.
You can't ignore the possibilities, Jake. If there's even a chance that this train holds something valuable, it's worth exploring. You've faced danger before, but I think you can handle it.
I've walked the line between life and death more times than I care to count. But this, it feels different. It's like staring into the abyss and not knowing what is staring back at you. If we step on that train, there is no turning back. I almost feel like it's...
Calling you?
Yeah. How did you know?
I feel the same. I guess that's the thrill, isn't it? Venturing into the unknown, facing your fears head on. It's what makes life worth living. And besides, we won't be alone. We'll have each other's backs.
Damn it, Ace. You always find a way to get what you want, don't you? Fine. You're in. But remember, one wrong move and I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Oh, I see how it is. You don't threaten to shoot her between the eyes, huh?
Well, I mean, look at her.
What the hell type of face is that?
All right, enough of that prissy girl shit.
Well, keep in mind I am a woman. Seems how I doubt you've ever had one on your team before.
Hey now, I told you I work alone. What's your story anyways? Ace bought another round of drinks, a sly smile playing on her lips. As the glasses clinked together, she leaned in closer, ready to share her mysterious past.
You boys might be wondering how a cowgirl like me ended up tangled in this world of outlaws and heists. Well, let me tell you a little story. I was raised on a ranch, just like any other cowboy or cowgirl out there. But my life took a tragic turn when our ranch was attacked by a ruthless gang, or what I thought was a ruthless gang. Truth of the matter is, I'm not real sure what attacked our land. I witnessed my family being gunned down before my very eyes. I managed to escape that night, fueled by rage and a thirst for justice. For years, I traveled alone, seeking revenge on those who had destroyed my life. I became a force to be reckoned with, striking fear into the hearts of those who crossed my path. But vengeance can only satisfy you for so long. I realized that there was more to life than just hunting down my enemies. I wanted to make a difference, to bring justice to those who couldn't fight for themselves. That's when I stumbled upon the rumors surrounding the Shadow Express. It intrigued me, calling out to the part of me that craved adventure and the unknown. And here I am, ready to embrace the risks and secrets that lie within.
Ace's past was stained with tragedy, just like the rest of us. But she had transformed her pain into a burning determination, seeking a purpose beyond personal vendettas. There was more to her than met the eye, and I couldn't help but feel drawn to her fiery spirit. Tracker left shortly after, and it was just her and I. Our eyes would meet from time to time, but she would shy away. After a few minutes of this, she finally asked,
Do you want to get out of here?
Yeah, I'd like that. We rode a little way away from town, and Ace led me to a beautiful nearby river. As the moon glistened on the tranquil waters, memories of a dark chapter in the town's history flooded my mind.
You see this river? It used to be the lifeblood of the town down there. People depended on it for drinking water, fishing, and irrigation. But something sinister happened years ago that tainted its purity.
Once upon a time, that town prospered, but a darkness lurked beneath the surface, an evil that would forever change the fate of the river and its people. Driven by greed and blinded by profit, a group of powerful individuals saw the river as nothing more than a means to advance their wealth. They cared not for the consequences of their actions. Poisoning the very source of life, the once thriving town descended into despair. Sickness plagued its inhabitants, and the once clear river turned into a lifeless, toxic channel of despair.
I have seen the suffering caused by their greed. Families torn apart, lives destroyed by the poison that flows in these very waters. I have witnessed it all. That's why we can't let crooks and their hidden agendas go unpunished. If there's a chance to bring justice and cleanse this land, we must seize it.
The river's plight mirrored the struggle of the town's people, trapped under the oppressive reign of those who placed profits above humanity. It became clear that our mission to uncover the secrets on the train was not just about personal gain, but also about restoring hope to a community haunted by the poisoned waters. It would appear the town wasn't just a watering hole. A few years back, it really prospered. Now, the only thing left are saloons. So, I guess the chance of you going skinny dipping with me is out of the question.
You wish, Blackheart.
All right then, let me ask you a question. Are you seeing anyone?
I haven't in years. What about you? You got a special someone?
I understood the risks of bringing her along on the mission, and how swiftly I found myself drawn to her. It wasn't a situation I had planned for, but sometimes life has its own agenda. Perhaps my heart, despite the reputation that precedes it, isn't as dark as they claim. The outlaw life, while thrilling, doesn't promise riches, and I find myself yearning for a more settled existence. Time is ticking, and the need to find stability grows stronger with each passing day. I don't. Not yet, at least.
Not yet, huh? I guess it's not true what they say then, huh? That your heart is black?
I am human after all, and I'm not getting any younger. So, we just meeting up tomorrow near the tracks? That night was one of the most amazing things I experienced. Yes, we slept together that night, right there by the river, and even stayed together all night.
Shit, Jake, get up! We're gonna be late meeting Tracker.
Damn it! Hiya!
There you two are. Where the hell have you been?
Yeah, sorry. Some things came up. But we're here. Let's do this. Did you figure out your pals' time schedules?
That's why we're here. Do you see any security around?
Tracker, did you get the night shift?
What the hell is this? You guys ganging up on me?
Well, did you?
Yeah, I managed to get the night shift schedule. Looks like our law pals will be off duty when we make our move. We'll have the element of surprise on our side.
That's perfect. We'll strike when they least expect it.
All right, let's go over the plan one more time. Seeing as how the train isn't guarded, we'll set up camp a little way from here to wait till nightfall. And according to your map and ours, the train doesn't come till nightfall in this area. I'm going to ride along the tracks and make sure nothing will hinder our plan. In the meantime, you and Ace can set up camp a little way over that hill over there. Should be far enough to not draw alert.
What about the rumors? You mentioned something about the train being haunted.
Don't worry about that. I've heard whispers about strange happenings surrounding the Shadow Express, but I believe there's a logical explanation behind it all. We'll stay vigilant and be prepared for anything that comes our way.
All right.
Little did I know that this train heist would be the start of an extraordinary journey, filled with mystery and danger. The Shadow Express held secrets beyond imagination, and our mission to uncover the truth would lead us down a path we could never have anticipated. With Ace's expertise and Tracker's unwavering determination, we were ready to confront the unknown and rewrite the story of the Wild West. I rode off from the group, riding alongside the tracks. My horse's hooves kicked up dust as I followed the tracks, my mind focused on the task at hand. I needed to gather crucial information about the area, the distance between the camp and the nearest tunnel, and any potential obstacles we might encounter. Steady. Slowing my horse to a steady trot, I pulled out a map and a measuring tool. With careful precision, I measured the distance, marking key points and landmarks along the way. The camp appeared to be nestled in a secluded area, surrounded by rugged terrain and dense vegetation. It seemed like the perfect hiding spot for those seeking secrecy. As I continued my reconnaissance, I couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. The stakes were high, and the success of our mission relied on every detail we could gather. With the measurements and observations complete, I urged my horse forward, rejoining Ace and Tracker at our rendezvous point. They had already set up in a small shaded area. The time for action was drawing near, and the knowledge I had gained would play a crucial role in our plan to infiltrate the Shadow Express.
Well, did you get what you needed?
Nearest tunnel is about 4 miles that way, so we should have time to board.
That's not a lot of time. So, we only have 4 minutes to board.
If things go according to plan, we should be okay.
Well, you two can do whatever, but I think I'm gonna go get some shut-eye before it's time. Someone kept me up half the night.
Blackheart did you and her?
Oh yeah, basically all night long.
Is that a problem?
Not at all. Just doesn't seem to live up to your reputation is all.
What the hell do you know about my reputation, Tracker?
Just that.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. Keep your mouth shut and questions to a minimum about us. For all you need to know, she's now my partner in crime. Understood?
Got it.
With the passing of time, he pursued his mission unwaveringly. Queries arose, yet they centered solely on the train. It remained uncertain whether Thomas felt jealousy or held some other sentiment, but I caught a glimpse of his discontent regarding Amelia and me being together. Hours slipped away, and as the sun began its descent, our expectations of the train's punctual arrival were thwarted by fate. In a sudden moment, the gleaming headlights of the Shadow Express appeared in the distance. A surge of anticipation quickened my heartbeat, knowing swift action was imperative. Without a pause, I mounted my horse and urged it into a full gallop, resolute in my pursuit of the speeding train. The wind fiercely whipped against my face as I chased the elusive locomotive. The rhythmic pounding of hooves reverberated in my ears, in sync with the adrenaline coursing through my veins. Amelia and Tracker's voices echoed behind me, their horses struggling to match the relentless pace. As the train drew nearer, my focus sharpened. Silhouettes of figures within the carriages served as a reminder of the concealed secrets and mysteries that awaited us. The distance between the train and myself diminished, yet it felt like an insurmountable gap. With each thunderous hoofbeat, I pushed myself and my horse to the limit. Dust billowed up from the ground, momentarily veiling my vision, but my determination never wavered. Every stride was propelled by unwavering resolve.
Damn it, Jake. Not like this. We had a plan.
Go, Jake, we're right behind you.
The train taunted me with its ceaseless velocity, testing my determination. However, I would not retreat. I had traversed a considerable distance, made significant sacrifices, and I would not allow this chance to elude me. The success of our mission teetered on the edge, and I was resolute in claiming it. With one last burst of vigor, my horse narrowed the distance. I reached out, extending my arm to grasp the cart, and leapt aboard. I offered my hand to assist Amelia onto the cart alongside me, and she reciprocated the gesture for Tracker.
What now?
No time to go up. We need to go through here and make our way to the front of the train. The tunnel is just around the corner. If we go up, we'll be decapitated. I reached for the door of the cart, but it was locked. Using my elbow, I bashed in the side window to unlock the door and opened it from the outside. The three of us made our way inside the first cart. As we stepped inside the first cart, an eerie silence enveloped the air. The atmosphere grew thick with an unsettling presence, as if the walls themselves held secrets. The dim lighting cast long shadows that danced along the edges, playing tricks on our senses. The interior of the cart was filled with an assortment of crates and barrels, their contents unknown to us. Dust and cobwebs covered every surface, giving the impression that this place had been long forgotten.
Can't shake this feeling of unease. It's like we're stepping into the heart of darkness.
Keep your guard up. Something isn't right. Stay close. As we made our way deeper into the cart, strange occurrences began to unfold. Shadows seemed to twist and writhe, taking on grotesque shapes in the corners of our vision. Whispers echoed through the air, barely audible, but sending shivers down our spines. A cold gust of wind swept through the cart, extinguishing the feeble lantern that flickered nearby. Darkness swallowed us whole, and we were left groping our way through the unknown. In the far distance, I heard something call out to Thomas.
What the hell was that?
Whoa, whoa! Easy, easy.
Hey, put that away. You can't see anything. You're gonna shoot someone by mistake.
But you guys heard it too, right? I'm not going crazy.
Yes, but put the gun away.
I don't like this, Jake. I can't see a damn thing.
Stay calm. We need to stick together and find a way out of here. There has to be a way to the next cart.
In the pitch-black darkness, we relied on touch and intuition to navigate. Each step forward felt like an eternity, with uncertainty clinging to every corner. The sense of foreboding grew with every passing moment. We entered the next cart. A chilling aura engulfed us. The air was heavy with an oppressive presence, making it difficult to draw a breath. I took to one of the lanterns hanging on the cart, trying to light it. To my dismay, when I lit the lantern, all of them lit on their own. The walls of the cart were adorned with grotesque paintings of Thomas as an officer. Each sense was painted with him torturing and killing that man he killed as an officer of the law. Figures with twisted forms and hollow eyes seemed to leer at us, their malevolence palpable. The flickering shadows cast by the lantern danced in macabre patterns, adding to the sense of unease.
No. This isn't right. I didn't do any of this. He deserved to die. He was going to keep touching little girls.
Tracker, lower your voice. Stay calm. I agree, something isn't right here. How did they even get these photos?
Would you two be quiet? This is why I work alone. I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this. We just need to get to the bottom of it. We moved forward, our footsteps echoing ominously, like a dirge for what was to come. The temperature dropped significantly, and a bone-chilling wind blew through the cart, rattling the loose chains hanging from the ceiling. The cart wasn't just filled with pictures of trackers' deeds. There was an old house, clearly Amelia's background, as she had told us at the bar. One thing caught my eye, a picture of a woman crying, holding a little girl. I knew what it was. I was there. It was my little girl. I grabbed the picture from the cart, holding it up to my face. My wife's face and my daughter's transformed, their eyes glowing red and sharp teeth emerging. Boils began to cover their faces, a haunting reminder of the incurable disease that had plagued them. Overwhelmed by the memory, I dropped the photo, and Amelia placed a comforting hand on my shoulder.
We need to move, Jake, now.
What the hell?
What the hell, Thomas? I told you to put that goddamn thing away.
Did you not see it? It was standing right there. It took the full bullet.
See what? It's just us in the cart.
No. I'm done. I'm out of here. We had a plan, damn it. Why did you have to rush onto this train?
I grabbed Thomas by his shoulders. Get a hold of yourself. What did you see? There's nothing there, Thomas. It's just us in this cart. Now, let's get the hell out of here and move forward.
Forward? I'm not going any farther. This train is haunted or something. We had a plan, and it's all went to hell because of you, Blackheart. You really do live up to your name.
Thomas holstered his gun and backed out the way we just came. I started to reach for him, but a gust of wind blew me back and formed into a black, ghostly ball appearing in front of Thomas. An evil, ghostly figure standing at about 10 feet tall with demon features appeared in front of Thomas. I grabbed my gun. Thomas, get back! Thomas scrambled, but it was too late. The demon had pierced through Thomas's chest, lifting him into the air and tearing him apart from the midsection. I shot at the creature. It took a total of 4 bullets in the chest, not affecting the beast.
Let's go!
I didn't have time to be scared or sad. I got pulled out of my daze by Amelia grabbing me, getting my attention. With heaviness in my heart that we'd lost Thomas, we ran to the next cart and entered it. The air grew heavy with a sickening stench. The walls were adorned with what appeared to be human flesh. Out of all my years riding in the Wild West, I had never seen anything like this. I placed my hand on the side of the cart, letting the wet sliminess cover it. I jumped back as a face beside me let out a wail. Amelia caught me when I jumped back. Please tell me you're seeing all this shit.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. It's rather hard to believe, but let's get the hell out of this cart. There should only be one more until we're at the engine cart.
Well, whatever is on this train knows we're here. Are you sure you want to go through with this?
Are you having second thoughts?
I mean, you saw what happened to Thomas. The screams from the cart came from all the sides. More faces started to appear. Amelia took off running to the other side of the cart, trying to open the door.
It's locked!
What the hell do you mean it's locked? Move! I tugged on the door with all my force, but she was right. It was indeed locked. Shit! The screaming from the walls stopped, and I happened to turn around to notice a shadow figure slinking closer with each second. It was the demon that ended Thomas's life.
What do we do now?
We have to face it head on. Wouldn't be the first time I've stared death in the face.
What? Are you nuts?
It's the only way. We unloaded on the demonic creature, but it kept coming at us.
Jake, this isn't working!
Just keep firing. Aim for the thing's head. The thing came at us, outstretching its claws at us. Amelia and I rolled to different sides of the cart, evading the thing's sharp claws. It barely missed us, hitting the cart door, forcing it open. Amelia! Get to the other cart! We got up from the floor, running to the next cart. I exited the cart. Turning, I held the door open to wait for her, but only to turn around to see the demon grab Amelia. She unholstered her guns and started shooting the thing clip after clip. The demon had enough and threw her against the cart wall, but she managed to grab onto a light fixture and caught herself for most of the fall. She had suffered a laceration on what looked like to be her palm. I crawled back into the cart, unholstering my gun as well, aiming it at the beast. Damn it! Amelia! Amelia loaded more clips into her gun, shooting it once more. This time, her bullets tore through the creature's ethereal flesh, causing it to recoil in pain and frustration. I couldn't believe my eyes. Her gun had somehow started hurting the demon. The laceration on her hand was no longer bleeding either. The demon took 2 more headshots, falling to the ground and dissipating. I got back up from the cover of the cart's seats and holstered my gun. She ran up to me, grabbing my hand and carrying me off as if nothing had happened. We finally made it to the room before the engine cart. She placed her hand on the door and started to open it. Before she did, I put a hand on her shoulder. "Hey, hold on a minute.
What's wrong?
You mind telling me what the hell I just saw back there? And your hand, it's healed."
I'm not really sure, to be honest. My father gave me these guns. He used to tell me stories about our ancestors and how evil would always find us in one way, shape, or form. He said to always keep these on me, and ever since I did, I've been safe. It's like my guns have healed me. I wish I had all the answers, but I don't. I've just been going with the flow.
This is beyond anything I've ever seen or heard of. Amelia, you possess something extraordinary, and we need to be cautious. That demon we just faced might be nothing compared to what awaits us behind this door. And we can't ignore the fact that the train itself is a vessel for evil. It must never reach its destination.
I agree, so let's go.
Amelia opened the door, stepping into the engine room before I did. The air gave me a sense of unease. I've been writing for a while now, and this night was unlike anything I've ever witnessed before. Amelia aimed her gun steady at a demon that was taller and stouter than the last one we faced. It was picking up human remains and shoveling them into a giant furnace. This must have been the people on this train before us that didn't make it. It was killing people and putting them in the furnace to harvest the speed of the train. My eyes scanned the room looking for the safe with all the secrets that I was told about. It was nowhere to be found. Despite the situation at hand, Amelia steadied her hands, aiming at the beast. I followed in pursuit. The beast stopped shoveling souls into the furnace, setting its gaze on us. The engine room suddenly became black. The demon left my sight.
Jake!
I looked around the room to see what I was hearing. That was Tracker's voice, but I saw him die before my very eyes. "Amelia, I can't see anything."
Don't let it trick you. Get ready to shoot.
I looked down at the ground of the engine room to see Thomas crawling at me.
Jake!
No, that is not Tracker.
Everything happened so fast. Thomas got up from the ground, lunging at me and knocking me over. After that, everything went dark. I don't remember too much, but I do remember waking up at night in a tent to Amelia beside me and my gear off. I had bandages wrapped around my chest where I was attacked. I sat up on the cot.
Hey, take it easy. You took quite a bit of a blow there, Blackheart.
You know, I never really did like that nickname. I think it might be time to retire it. I'm getting too old for this shit.
You mean the legendary Jake Reynolds no longer wants to ride against the law?
Oh. I'm saying I'm getting too damn old for this. Tell me something. I don't know what happened the other night, or how long I've been out, or what exactly you are. But can you tell me one thing?
What's that?
Did we save the town? A smile came over her face.
Grab your things and come with me.
I did just that. We rode to the outer skirts of the town and stopped before crossing the bridge. The town was filled with an enormous amount of people. People were once again bathing, fishing, and spending time by the river. More shops have even opened up.
You've been out for a little while, but in that time, the town has grown from more than just a water hole. Jake, you and I did this. We saved the town and possibly the world.
I wasn't about to ask how she got us off that train, or how all this happened. But only one thing did cross my mind. I know it doesn't mean much, but let's get away from all of this. Just you and me. Let's settle down somewhere. She got off her horse, as I did mine, getting close to me.
You mean it?
I do. This way I can retire the name Blackheart.
You know, I kind of like that name. Maybe I could be Amelia Blackheart.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. I made my way back on my horse, and she sat in the saddle behind me. We rode off into the desert Wild West, with her calling for her horse to follow behind us.
Well, my Viennese friends, that concludes our twisted tale for tonight. I guess Jake's heart wasn't so black after all. But don't worry, there's always another soul ready to be haunted on the tracks of terror. I'm the Spectre, broadcasting from the War Player of Twisted Tranquility. If you liked tonight's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give us a good review on the podcast to help us get recommended. Spread our dark message. After all, who needs sleep when you have endless nightmares to entertain you? Until next time, my dear victims, sweet dreams.